Hi, Aries. This is Jeffrey. This is Red Color, and this is your reading for 2025. So I'm going to throw 12 cards, one for each month. The message is adjustment. That's for everyone. And the adjustment, I think, is going to be very varied. I think it's going to be, different for different people. But it could be your job. It could be where you live, where you work, the people in your life, your outlook, your interests. So I think things are really changing. I mean, I know things are really changing really quickly. So how can you adjust to it? Hmm. So if I do an individual reading for you, which are on sale only through the 7th birthday, I'll throw 12 cards and then I'll throw another 12 on top of the 12 to get more clarity. But for the purpose of this video and the videos for all the signs, I'm going to throw 12. Okay. Election day. I figured if I can get these out today, maybe I give some people distraction instead of getting obsessed. All right, because we're not going to know until late tonight or tomorrow. All right. Two, three, six. I can count in Spanish too. Very exciting. Okay. I'm going to put everything right side up so you can see. First, I'm going to show you everything, but I don't know. I think it's a little boring to look at cards. I wish I had a split screen, but I don't. I don't know how to do that. Um, Maybe one day I'll figure it out or have someone help me figure it out. All right, Aries, here we go. Okay, I think you can see everything. January, December. All right. Okay. In January, so this is your card. This is establishment, authority. It's the dad, it's Mars. It's a 4. It's really solid and stable, and knowing your own strength, knowing your own power, having a plan. He's very mental. Um, you know what I mean? He uses his mind. He delegates. It's like, okay, I'm in charge here. Like that's the energy. It's like, I'm in charge. What I say goes. January, empowerment, really. And then February, this is a very spiritual card. This is the Hanged Man. This card is really about I'm willingly giving something up. I'm willingly giving something up that no longer serves me because it's not good for my soul, not good for my spirit. And I'm willingly giving it up. There's also this energy in this card of pause. There's an energy of like reflecting, of seeing things from a different angle, of seeing things upside down, of allowing the light to come in and to help you to see what no longer serves you, what no longer serves you, right? Used to serve me, maybe this job used to serve me, or a certain attitude, or a certain way of thinking, or a certain way of doing things. And it used to work, but it doesn't really work anymore. And like I'm willingly giving it up for something else, or just giving it up completely. It doesn't, you don't have to necessarily um, fill in the blank. Sometimes you just give something up and it's like, I'm going to replace it with, you don't have to replace it. Sometimes it's just about giving it up and waiting and seeing what comes through. That's February. March. Okay. 6, persevering. This is about going to a tranquil place. That's what it's really about. It's about going, because they're going from rocky water, so to speak, rough water, into smooth water. And they're not turning around. They're like, that's their goal. That's where they're going. They're not the energy in that card for me is not like, oh, what about, because it's kind of Lot's wife. It's like, um, uh, it's like, well, if I was, 30 years younger, it's like, but you're not 30 years younger. Or, uh, we left the place we're living. And it's like, okay, you know, oh, I'm going to, no, it's really about moving forward into a place that's more tranquil. And maybe that's what you're giving up. Maybe there's a thought um, pattern or energy that you're like, I'm done with that. And I'm not going back. March. April, new ideas, new perspective, new opportunity, victory after tears, clarity, new, new idea, new opportunity, new way of looking at things, new, and the thing also, because it's a sword, swords also cut. So it's like, okay, I've cut that out and I'm ready to receive something new, a new idea, new way of looking at things, a new clarity, new focus. Jan, May. I feel like I should have like a board that says the months because I get like, oh, what month is next? Okay. This is a really lovely card. This is a really lovely. This is the card of gain. This is the card of being self-sufficient. This is the card of relying on one's own everything. She's very entrepreneurial. She's very comfortable in her home. She's comfortable where she is. She's very discerning. There's an energy of like sort of being on one's own. She's kind of in a walled garden. So there's an element of a decision made of being on one's own, not being isolated, but making a decision to step back and to be with one's own energy, with one's own company, one's own goods. Right. It's a good card, really good card. And it's attainment. So it could also be, it's attainment of wealth. So it could be attainment of wealth or abundance in any way, shape, or form, right? Because abundance, everybody, it's really easy to read the Pentacles as just finances, but it's health. It's anything in the physical world. It's anything, anything in the, so it could be health, it could be food, it could be a property, it could be like a physical job, it could be anything in the physical realm. And she's enjoying it. And she's kind of languishing in it in a good way. June. June, there's new opportunities to heal and for your intuition and inspiration to come through. It's almost it's like a piece of your heart coming back to I don't know, greet you, um, heal you, give you information. There's a lot of intuition with this card. And there's a sort of innocence to it, which is nice. So, sometimes we get very jaded in our lives. It's like, well, and it's like, go on the swings like that. June, July. I mean, the whole summer is like that because this is another page. And pages, there are 3 pages here. So pages are about, and that's what I really have coming up here because I always read numbers. So pages are really about inklings, beginnings. It's kind of about like following your little intuitive understanding, following like a little butterfly. That's how I put it. It's like, well, that seems interesting to me. I think I'm going to try it. There's a sense of like curiosity, of adventure, of trying something new, even though you haven't tried it before, without baggage, without baggage. So maybe that is what you're giving up. Maybe a certain like oh, I already know everything about everything. And, we can all get like that. And the older you get, so much the more you can get like that. It, it's like, well, I've never done it before, but yeah, I think I'll give it a shot because I have 3 pages and I have the page I haven't gotten there yet, but I have the page of Pentacles who wants to learn something new in the physical world. I have the page of Wands who wants to like, try a new creative project. And I have the page of Cups who's like, oh, his heart is open. So all those 3 energies are here for the year. And maybe that's the adjustment. Maybe the adjustment is being open to ideas that you hadn't really thought of before, or that maybe you have thought of, but you haven't taken any action on. Okay. So now I have the Page of Wands. He's one of my favorite outfits for some reason. And you know, like he's willing to try new creative projects without the baggage of it has to work and it has to be this. And it's like, I'm going to do some finger painting and, maybe it'll be a house, maybe it'll be clouds, maybe it'll be a flower. I don't know. I don't know. What will happen if I did it blindfolded? What would happen if I used the color I wouldn't generally use? What would happen if I did it on something other than paper like that? That's July. So, I mean, the summer seems really lovely. June, July. And then August, I have the Empress, who's really fantastic. So I have both the Emperor and the Empress. So the Emperor is much more like serious. He's much more in the physical realm. The Empress is Venus, and she's like about letting it flow. She's about being pregnant with an idea, with a hope, allowing it to grow, letting it flow, really fertile, really creative, um, um, artistic. And, she's in the garden in the summer. And, these kind of have a lot in common, but she's a goddess and she's in the human realm. So it's almost like you have to make your way in the physical world in order to like open up your spirit to receive in a much more abundant way. And I think that these energies are going to help you do it, right? Just be open. It's like, oh, do you want to go hang gliding? It's like, well, I've never tried it before, but I'll go. Oh, do you want to go hiking? I've never tried it before, but I'll go. Oh, do you want to go to, I don't know, surfing? Like, sure, never done it, but whatever. There's the board, there's the water. I'll figure it out. And if I don't figure it out, it'll be fun falling in the water, like that kind of energy. Okay, that's August. And now we get into the fall, September. And this is like, to me, this is a student. It's like this opportunity, grabbing an opportunity or seeing an opportunity or being open to an opportunity in the physical world. Great. And, it's September. It's kind of like he's a student. Perfect. Okay. October is the Queen of Cups, who's like the great empath. This is the one, the great mother, the great comforter. She has tremendous understanding of her emotion, tremendous understanding of compassion, of love, of nurturing. So this could be people around, or this could be you developing that in your own life. And then in November, I have the lovely angel of temperance, who's Raphael, who is Raphael, who rebalances things. This is really the card of the alchemist. So this is really about utilizing experiences and emotions and etc. from the past and kind of mixing them into today to make a new formula. So there's an energy of a rebalance and a healing, tremendous healing with that card, the card of Sagittarius. And it is November, and it's, that's at the end of November is Sagittarius. And then I end on the Tower, and like, don't be freaked out. I mean, like every other card here is super positive. So the Tower is really about being shaken up and being kind of pushed by the universe to get out of your rut, get out of like what you thought was stable is like maybe it's not as stable as I thought. It could be a relationship, it could be money, it could be where you live, it could be your job, it could be any of those things. But at the end of the day, the tower is like when you read the whole story through, if I read all the majors, which I'm going to do a Fool's Journey video one day, it's the middle of the story, it's the climax. You know, it's that point in the movie where the hero and heroine are caught by the gangsters at the pier. You know, it's always at the pier, and they're tied up. Right? And one of them has a key in their mouth or whatever it is, and they manage to break free. Like that's what the tower is about. It's like you're vibrating at a higher level. So the universe is coming in to say, okay, these things that you thought were stable, actually, we have something better for you. We have something else for you, an opportunity to grow. So maybe because you've let go of, you know, certain things and you have new ideas and you're willing to try all these new things and to rebalance, maybe that's going to shift everything around for you to say, you know, I thought that this was important in my life and it was really established. But now that it's unestablishing, then a new opportunity comes. Because the thing is with the towers, you have all this, like these flames coming down. There are 22 of them, which is the number of the letters in the Hebrew alphabet. So it's a very profound number. Like a whole new story could begin. A whole new story could begin. It's the opportunity for a new story. And, you know, while the tower is happening, it's usually not very pleasant, but it's just the middle of the story. You know, sometimes when things fall apart, job or relationship, et cetera, you know, when it's happening, it's like, oh, it's time to grow. Very interesting. Nice reading. If you want a private reading, be in contact. All the information is below. Have a lovely 2025. I haven't even done the December readings yet, but I wanted to get these up and out because I saw some other readers were doing it, and it was like it like really spoke to me. It's like, do it now. So here I am. All right. Have a lovely 2025, and if you want a reading, contact me. Blessings. Bye.